which are always noted, and from the women's other writings. Its landscapes are real, evoked by my experience as a 2-decade part-time resident of New Mexico, and by my research into the past and present of this historically rich region. Because this is a novel about real people, their lives and times, I have relied on the extensive work of biographers of Georgia O'Keeffe and Alfred Stieglitz, as well as on the couple's published letters, interviews, exhibit catalogs, and other works by and about them. Maria's life has not yet attracted a biographer, but I have had access to the collection of her papers held at the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum and Library, including Chabot's extensive correspondence, the manuscript of her unpublished book, Life with O'Keeffe, and many other documents. And because this is a historical novel, set chiefly in the first half of the 20th century, in a place deeply rooted in the New Mexican past, I have consulted the work of historians of the Piedra Lumbre region. I have documented these sources at the end of the book and more extensively in a separate reader's guide. But none of this reliance on factual material alters the fundamentally fictional nature of this book. Please remember, however real seeming the narrative may be, someone always nearby is first, last, and entirely a work of the imagination, and the characters in it live an imaginary life. I agree with memoirist and novelist Rebecca Solnit. Learning to be free of our stories means that we must first hear them, then question them, and then become the storyteller. Susan Wittig Albert, Bertram, Texas, 2023. Part 1. Always Nearby, 1941. Chapter 1. Someone Always Nearby, Maria. I haven't written what I plan to do because I haven't known. Also, I've felt a bit uncertain about your really liking me as something always nearby. Georgia O'Keeffe to Maria Chabot, New York, May 12, 1941. On the contrary, I think I shall really like you as something nearby. I am very happy that you want me, and I think we can live a quiet life and each get our own work accomplished. Maria Chabot to Georgia O'Keeffe, San Antonio, May 15, 1941. San Antonio, Texas. An open suitcase on the lace-canopied 4-poster bed. In the suitcase, 2 pairs of Levi's and a pair of khaki shorts, socks, pajamas, underthings. Beside it, folded cotton blouses, long-sleeved and short-sleeved, a button-up sweater and a couple of sweatshirts, hiking boots, huaraches, a canvas Outback hat. "Mary Lee," my mother said plaintively, "I don't think you've thought this through. You haven't considered the consequences. You won't be back until November. Why, you'll miss your cousin's wedding." I gave her a reassuring smile. "Oh, but I have, dear Muds. I've thought all about it, carefully." I might have added, and I want it more than I've wanted anything for a very long time. But I didn't. She had enough on her mind these days trying to keep the Chabots afloat. No need to let her know how almost frighteningly eager I was for this chance at a new adventure, how intrigued I was by this artist, this woman, and how glad to miss my cousin's wedding and all the celebratory falderall, as if women had nothing better to do with their lives than find a husband and settle down to keeping house and making babies. Still trying, my mother invoked the final authority. "Your father believes you should go back to your old job at Josky's. Mr. Christie told him they'd love to have you do advertising copy for them again. They think you're a marvelous writer.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.